Welcome back, everyone. In the last few videos, we've covered the return type pattern and the declaring type pattern in complete detail. Now it's time to move to the next important part of the execution expression, the method name pattern. This is the part where we tell Spring exactly which method names should match our point cut. Don't worry, it's actually very straightforward. And once you understand it, writing point cut expressions becomes much easier. So, let's get started. First, let's create a user service class. Now, let's create an add user method. I'll keep it simple. Inside the method, let's add a log statement. Alright, in the same way, let's add a getUser method. Now, if you look at our user service class, we have two methods, addUser and getUser. For now, I want you to focus only on the method names. Don't worry about the return type, parameters, or anything else just yet. Right now, our entire focus is understanding how the method name pattern works. Now, let's create a demo controller. First, let's inject the user service into our controller. Next, let's create an API endpoint. Inside this endpoint, we'll call both method, addUser and getUser methods. Perfect. Our API is ready. Now, let's create a logging aspect class. First, let's annotate this class with @aspect. This tells Spring that this class contains our aspect. Next, let's add the @component annotation so Spring can detect it during component scanning and register it as a bean. Now, let's use the @before advice. We've already covered @before in detail in the earlier videos of this Spring AOP series, so I won't go deep into it again. If you haven't watched those videos yet, I highly recommend checking them out first. They'll give you a solid understanding of how @before advice works. For this video, let's stay focused on the method name pattern. Create a @before advice method. We'll pass a join point as a parameter so we can access details about the method being executed. For now, let's simply print the method name and the class name. This will make it easy to verify which method our advice is intercepting once we run the application. Alright, let's write the complete Pointcut expression step by step. We'll start with the execution designator, followed by an opening and closing parenthesis. Inside the parentheses, the first part is the modifier pattern. Since we've already learned that it's optional, we'll skip it for now. Next comes the return type pattern. We'll use asterisk, which means the Pointcut should match methods with any return type. After that, we need to specify the declaring type pattern. I'll use com.gyan.darpan ** to match all classes inside the com.gyan.darpan package and all of its subpackages. We've already covered this in the previous videos, so I won't spend much time on it. And now, the main point of today's video. After the declaring type, we pass the method name. Suppose I want to match only the addUser method. In that case, I'll simply pass the exact method name, addUser. This tells Spring to match only methods whose name is exactly addUser. After that, copy the remaining part exactly as I'm writing it on the screen. Don't worry about this section for now. We'll discuss the arguments pattern in detail in the next video. Now, look at the highlighted part of the expression. Here, we've specified addUser as the method name. That means this Pointcut will match only the methods whose name is exactly addUser. If the method name is anything else, for example, getUser, it won't be matched. So, with an exact method name, Spring looks for an exact match. Nothing more, nothing less. Alright, let's start the application. Now, let's hit the API. Now, look at the console logs. Notice that the aspect is triggered for the addUser method. But if you look at the getUser method, the aspect is not triggered. Why? Because our Pointcut is configured to match only methods whose name is exactly addUser. Since getUser doesn't match that method name, Spring simply ignores it. Now, let's look at another scenario. Suppose you want to match only those methods whose names end with a specific keyword, say user. Instead of matching one exact method name, we can use a wildcard pattern. Let's see how that works. Now, let's open the userService class. Take a look at the methods we have. Both addUser and getUser end with the word user. My goal is to match both of these methods with a single Pointcut expression. But before we test that, let's add one more method whose name doesn't end with user. This will help us verify that our Pointcut matches only the methods ending with user and ignores everything else. Now, let's call this method from our controller as well. Alright, let's open logging aspect and build the suffix pattern for the method name. The rule is simple. For matching any name ending with a specific keyword, we use asterisk followed immediately by the keyword. In our case, we'll use asterisk user. This tells Spring to match any method name, as long as it ends with user. Alright, let's start the application again. Hit the API one more time. Now, let's look at the console logs. This time, notice what happened. The aspect is triggered for both addUser and getUser because both method names end with user. But the aspect is not triggered for the get method. That's exactly what we expected. Our Pointcut uses *user, so Spring matches only the methods whose names end with user and ignores everything else. Now, let's look at one more scenario. Suppose you want to match every method, regardless of its name. Now, follow along on my screen. At the place of the method name pattern, simply replace it with star. That's it. This tells Spring, I don't care what the method name is. Just match every method. So now, every method inside the classes matched by our Pointcut will be intercepted by this advice. Alright, let's start the application one more time. Hit the API again. Now, look at the console logs. This time, the aspect is triggered for all three methods. That's exactly what we expected. Since we used asterisk as the method name pattern, Spring doesn't care about the method name anymore. It simply matches every method that satisfies the rest of the Pointcut expression. There's one more thing to notice. The aspect is also triggered for all the methods in our controller. Why is that happening? Because the controller methods also satisfy the Pointcut expression. Remember, our declaring type pattern includes all classes inside the package, and now our method name pattern is just star. So, any method that satisfies the rest of the Pointcut expression will be matched, including the controller methods. Alright, now it is your turn. We already covered exact matching, suffix matching, and the universal asterisk wildcard for method names. Now, look at the screen. I want you to try two more patterns yourself. First, try the prefix pattern. Then, try the contains pattern. Share your findings in the comments. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you now have a clear understanding of the method name pattern in Spring AOP. In the next video, we'll learn about the argument pattern and see how we can match methods based on their parameters. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.